with it. Alright, let's see what we are up to, what we are doing. Alright, so we need to meet Natty near Alberton Castle. Where are we currently? It's Hogsmeade. Merlin's trial. Go to Hogsmeade, that gets us closer.
Ethos indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
All right.
Who lived here, I wonder?
There's a...
Hogwarts is very lucky they've got protection charms, if you ask me. You can feed a beast, or it can feed you. Come out before I fight.
Confringo!
You've made a mistake!
Incendio! Confringo!
Oh, you're there! Gah! Outside line, there was not inappropriate comment.
Protego!
What have you done?
Ah, so close. Confringo! Incendio! Ready? Not your best defensive maneuver, was it? Protego! Incendio! Confringo! The flames Confringo! You want to give up? It would appear that you're grossly incendiary. How does that feel?
Oh, damn it. I was hitting the wrong key. For healing. Downside of not playing this regularly is you forget what keys are what.
This is utter nonsense. I've never heard such rubbish in all my life. I should think I get
One of the little bastards. I'll let him live just long enough to regret it. Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
Over here, quietly. I'm glad that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet.
Natty, what's going on? Why are we all the way out here?
As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I followed him to the Hog's Head. I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of Victor Rookwood. And after you told me that Rookwood and Harlow were after you, I decided that you were the perfect person to join me in taking them down. For good. That letter is the tangible proof that Officer Singer needs. It is why I followed Harlow here and why I wrote to you. I need your help to retrieve it.
Can't we just bypass Officer Singer and go directly to the Ministry?
Do you think they will listen to a student? Only Officer Singer can start an investigation. The Ministry will come in later.
You seem to be very determined in stopping Rookwood and Harlow. Why?
I knew men like him in Uganda. I know how bad things can get if they are not stopped. It's a long story, one I promise to share when we have more time. For now, let's do what we came to do.
Okay.
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it. First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the main gate, see if you can find another way in. I do not see any guards, but we should still try to be as quiet as possible. Harlow is here after all.
What is it? Not that one. Where is it? Do we not have a couch? We don't.
I wonder what that does. Well, that didn't work.
Wingardium
Perhaps
Leviosa.
something with a bit more force.
Confringo. Accio. Repulso.
That did it.
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
Hmm. Wingardium Leviosa. I don't know where to go.
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
Wants to sit this way. Hmm. We gotta be missing something. Yeah, we're not missing anything. There's nothing else around.
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
What are we missing? We're missing something.
Revelio. Revelio.
It is frustrating that we do not study apparition until our 6th year. We could get past this gate instantly. They will not keep
Revelio.
We will get this gate open. Somehow.
Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Can't put it up there.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
I don't get it.
Depulso.
What are we missing?
Revelio.
Okay, goes up here. Revelio. There's nothing else in here.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Venite. Oh, nothing.
Need like another box.
Revelio. Incendio. Repulsor. Incendio. Repulsor. Incendio.
Why can't I climb that? I would think I could climb that. Alright. I figure out what dumb thing we're missing. What's the dumb thing that we're missing? Oh, really? Oh my god, so dumb.
Levioso. Revelio. I need to find a way into the gatehouse to open the gate for Natty.
Why not? Why are we not, able to move that?
Wingardium Leviosa. That looks as if it might raise the gate. Revelio. Depulso. Revelio.
Uh,
Depulso.
why didn't it stay open?
Wingardium Leviosa. Depulso. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Depulso.
Right.
Depulso. Accio.
Well done. I will be right up. I knew you could do it. This way. I will get the door. Loco, Mora. That is the main keep. My guess is that we'll find Hallow and the letter inside. We'll need to be careful once we get...
I hear them.
Yeah, restrain the beast!
Highwing.
Do you know that hippogriff?
Get this thing back.
Very well. New plan. I get the evidence and you free that hippogriff. Agreed? This is our chance. Go!
Blasted! There's gotta be another way to get up to the roof. Somewhere. I hope Natty stays out of trouble. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Not the safest place to sneak into.
Who says crime doesn't pay?
Confringo.
Where did I set my traps? Was it lower or upper Hogsfield?
Revelio. Confringo.
You may want to move.
Leviosa. Confringo. Incendio.
You will fall!
Oh, what's the light there?
Leviosa.
You haven't got a prayer.
Confringo.
Confringo! Not so tough now, are ya?
Aloha Mora. I hope Natty's having an easier time of it.
You're going home in a wooden box! Levioso!
Confringo!
You will not survive this fight!
Aloha, Mora.
There's a chest. Oh, there's stuff over here.
Highwing. It's all right. There we go.
There you are.
Come on.
Hello, Mora.
Hurry. Ho! Ho! There's the Hogwarts Express. Must be returning from an unscheduled run.
No idea where we're going.
I wonder if anyone can see us from the castle! This is amazing!
It's incredible, isn't it?
How exciting.
It was exhilarating, wasn't it? I wasn't sure we were going to make it out alive.
There was no need to worry. I had it all under control.
Were you able to find the letter?
Summoned it straight out of Harlow's hands. I will say, I did not expect to see him cast the killing curse at us. He won't forget this. Be on your guard.
Of course. What did the letter say?
That Rookwood's looking for a phoenix. Not sure where he will find one. But it also included Harlow's orders to inspect that castle for the poachers. Enough to connect Harlow to the crimes. I shall deliver the letter to Officer Singer. She'll have to do something when she sees it. Now, tell me, where did you meet these hippogriffs?
I've only met Highwing before. Poppy introduced us.
Poppy Sweeting knows a hippogriff. Of course she does. Poppy will be relieved to know that Highwing's safe. I came to the right person for help. My mother will be worried. I must go. Seek me out soon. I shall have much to tell you.
Okay, now what do we gotta do? Okay, what else?
I have learned of a wizard who is being harassed by Harlow. He may be able to provide the evidence we need to take Harlow down. We should speak with him together. Meet me at his home.
When you have a moment, please stop by the Room of Requirement. Deke tells me he has something to share.
I assume you have news regarding the goblin you mentioned. Why don't we meet at the map chamber to discuss that and our next steps?
Alright, we're gonna go to a map chamber first.
No need to race now, my friend.
I asked Ronan what he'd recommend for a billion. Do you think we'll learn how to do animals?
You would be wise not to underestimate this student. Their aptitude for magic is beyond anything I've ever seen, and I've been teaching a long time.
It is a joy to have such a student.
It can be.
There you are.
I received your owl. I was able to speak with Lodgok, the goblin I mentioned before.
What did you learn?
He and Ranrock were close once, but they had a falling out.
You believe he can be trusted?
I believe he's trustworthy, yes. He seemed sincere, and Serona Ryan trusts him.
Very well. Supposing he can be trusted, will he help us get to Ranrock?
I retrieved a stolen helm he hopes to return to Ranrock in order to regain his confidence.
You have been busy. Let's hope your efforts result in our learning something about Ranrock's plans.
Lodgok did mention that Ranrock is searching for something, but he couldn't say what. Perhaps that helm will yield some answers.
Ranrock is searching for something. I feared as much. I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting my portrait at my castle.
Rookwood Castle?
My former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
You didn't see anything? Speak with anyone?
I did not. In fact, I did not make myself known. I only recently returned there and did not recognize nor trust anyone that I heard. I stayed out of sight so as not to tempt my portrait's destruction.
I'm sorry to tell you that Victor Rookwood, evidently your descendant, is a dark wizard in league with Ranrock.
My descendant? A dark wizard? I'm afraid we've no time to waste. Despite the obstacles that clearly await you, you must get to Rookwood Castle immediately. Not only is it the location of the next trial, it is home to a source of power that would be devastating in the wrong hands. I do wish we had the luxury of time. However, I do not doubt your abilities. Find my portrait there as soon as you can.
Very well, sir. I'm on my way.
Best of luck.
No time to waste. I'll meet you at Rookwood Castle.
Okay, let's see. That's relatively close.
Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time. I won't rest until you're dead.
Incendio. Confringo. Incendio.
Ominous regarding Salazar Slytherin scriptorium, but my efforts were in vain. Meet me outside the Slytherin common room. We need to talk.
Out.
Over here!
What's going on here?
Professor Rookwood was right. The place is crawling with Victor Rookwood's lot and Ranrock's loyalists. They're working together, all right, but it is not a friendly alliance. I'm sure you'll agree that we need to find a way in other than the front gate. Let's go.
Absurd, isn't it? Ranrock wants us to find the child, but which child?
We could take every child we find to Ranrock. Eventually we may get the right one.
If he asks.
To your knees!
Had enough? Confringo. Incendio.
I won't rest. this.
You can't stop Ranrock's rebellion! I shall avenge your death, Confringo!
Ah, up there. That's our way in.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa.
Lovely.
If I'd known your plan was to dig up half the
I
country...
wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the child.
We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach at that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield, bring me the child.
We already knew they were after you, but now we know they're digging for stores of magic.
And Ranrock knows about the Keepers.
Yes, I caught that too. Professor Rookwood said that you'd understand more once you complete the next trial.
Let's get into that castle.
Any special words you want me to pass on to your mum?
Expulsion!
Might want to look up. How delightful.
Incendio.
Well, shit.
I was only following orders. Leave your accusations in someone else's direction if you don't mind. Any special words you want me to pass on to your mum? Expulso! Quite conducted. Try not to. I'm my best. Finally put an end to that little charm grinder.
Awesome. Let's see. Let me take a look. All right.
I've never seen a sword like it. Any special words you want me to pass on to your mum?
Ah, how delightful. Enjoy suffering, do you?
Time to teach someone else. Clumsy little.
Up for a bit of dying, are we?
Is that the best you got? Nice try. Amateur. Whoever the natural. How did that feel?
Wingardium Leviosa.
Better luck next time.
Incendio.
Confringo. I haven't even had my tea yet. That's just fearful. You're a bit cooking with the skills, aren't you, sweetheart?
Incendio.
You haven't got a friend.
You're easier to spot than an elf.
I think that one hurt.
Put me on the ground now! You won't.
Confringo.
Confringo.
Because they have all kinds of goodies.
Perhaps not the best place to be caught alone.
I suppose that's the quick way down.
Revelio.
Goblin tracks. They're a step ahead of us. Let's see where they lead. This must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that, it may or may not be located here. Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
I heard something. I was hoping that was you.
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic and have broken open some sort of container.
No. Things are more dire than I could have imagined. If, as you told Percival, a goblin in his vault was wielding a powerful magic, then they have somehow learned. It cannot be.
And sir, they know you were a keeper. Ranrock used the term.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss this later. Right now, you must complete the next trial.
Sir, surely I've proven myself. In light of what's happened, perhaps you should tell me everything now.
The power you stand to wield must first be fully understood. The trials will ensure that. Power without knowledge is dangerous indeed. In the wrong hands, we will simply have to outwit Ranrock and my unfortunate namesake.
Very well, Professor. Tell me where I need to go.
I shall reveal the path. Professor Fig must leave you now.
I would join you if I could. I shall await your arrival in the map chamber.
Wingardium Leviosa.
That pillar is blocking the path. I'll need to move it.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Incendio! Confringo! I believe I need to proceed to the left here, but how? There's a pillar here, but no ledge near it for me to grab onto. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. 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 Hitting those marks readjusts the archways. Perhaps there's a way forward from the other side of this one. Leviosa.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Is it possible to pull one of those blocks through the archway?
Leviosa.
The puzzle. Oh, great.
What a relief.
I must say I'm curious to hear of Isidore's travels.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. But the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you.
Okay.
Revelio.
You're back. And in one piece, no less. It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
What was the glowing strand that Isadora pulled from her father's chest?
It was pain. You will understand more about her actions as you complete the trials.
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor. I know. Continue to hone my magic.
You do learn quickly. Hopefully you will soon hear from Lodgok as well, and we shall learn how he fared with the helmet you retrieved. Well done today, as always. We shall speak again soon.
Winter. Alright, let's see, what do we have? Let's see what we get for this.
Natty told me about your run-in with the poachers. I have some news about them as well. Can you meet me soon? I fear that some of what I uncovered has to do with you.
I have been asked to teach you the exploding charm, Bombarda. Once you have completed the tasks I've set forth, speak to me after class.
You're here. Brilliant.
I received your owl. What happened with Ominous?
I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt knows the location of the Scriptorium's entrance, and Ominous won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominous.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominous is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on. He's this way. Keep an eye out. Never know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Damned poltergeist. Such a nuisance. There he is. Good luck.
What are you doing here?
Hello, Ominous. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
I owe you an apology, Ominous. I wasn't honest with you before about the Undercroft. Sebastian did show it to me. He wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other 5th years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a scriptorium?
He told you about that.
He did. We were talking about Hogwarts founders and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more, though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favorite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
I'm sorry about your aunt. Don't you want to find out what happened to her?
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory, get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait. I hope we don't regret this.
Sebastian! Over here!
These braziers grant access to the scriptorium.
Now you'll share? You wouldn't tell me when I practically begged.
It wasn't you who told me what I needed to hear. Opening the entrance has something to do with 3s.
Well, 3 heads are better than 1.
It's 2 heads are better than 1.
And by that logic, 3 is better than 2. Simple mathematics, Ominous.
Incendio!
That brazier went out on its own. I wonder if it's a clue.
Incendio! Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio.
Revelio may help.
Revelio. Remember, 3 braziers are involved.
Someone was actually listening.
I do that. Occasionally.
Incendio! Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Confringo!
Oh. This might work. Oop, I missed. It's an order to them.
Confringo! Something's happening.
I hope we're ready for this.
Dark, ominous corridors. My favorite.
No comment.
Come on, that was a good one. Looks like a locked door. We may want to look around.
A journal entry, signed by Noctua Gaunt.
Gaunt? Ominous. Your family was here.
I know. She was my aunt.
You knew? And didn't tell me?
Ominous. The journal mentions many challenges ahead.
That's why I said this could be dangerous. Aunt Noctua kept my father informed until she vanished.
Reparo. The rubble formed a relief of a person facing a snake.
That must be the voice I hear. The voice is ancient.
You hear a voice?
It started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me." I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes. Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
I'd like to be able to talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak parcel tongue. It's often associated with dark wizards. I haven't spoken it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
I see no reason we should stop now.
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts behind, and yet here I am. Stand back. I can't believe I'm doing this.
It worked! Ominous. You possess a rare ability indeed.
Between the two of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
Between the two of us?
Never mind. There's no clear way forward.
Like a maze. Salazar Slytherin most likely wanted this to be difficult to solve.
The door we came from, it closed. And there's more than one gate ahead.
Lumos. Then look closely at each gate for clues.
Revelio.
Lumos.
The brazier. When the door closed, it lit up.
The dial requires focus.
Aunt Noctua said the same. It may take practice to solve it. That didn't sound good.
Salazar Slytherin didn't make this easy.
Confringo! There's bound to be a map to the kingdom.
This journal entry, it mentions getting lost and being unwelcome.
Poor Aunt Noctua.
Oh, okay.
Lumos.
So it's that and a thing.
Matching the symbols did open it.
Was about to do that myself, but you got to it first.
Lumos.
Nice work.
Noctua references painful and arduous challenges, but also rewards.
Painful. That's the part I'm wary of.
All I heard was rewards. Keep going. We've got more to solve ahead.
Search each corridor. It may not be obvious which leads where.
Okay, the mountain thingy and that guy.
Another gate.
Seems Slytherin like to play games.
Must run in the family.
Look in a mirror, Sebastian.
This is looking rather dire, isn't it?
You sound surprised. We're in a maze designed by Salazar Slytherin. Lumos.
That's an open... Yeah. Careful of snake.
That sounded promising.
Another dial solved.
Impressive. Nice work. Confringo!
Alright, so that should be that one. Refresh my memory on it.
Lumos.
That and the mountain.
Another, not the welcoming sort, was he? Excellent work. We're another step closer to the scriptorium.
Ominous, your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
She did, and she was my favorite person in the world for it. Lumos.
I spotted something ahead. Looks troubling.
This whole place is troubling, but for my aunt's sake, we cannot stop now.
The gate! I think we're locked in. Again.
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us.
Ominous. Her skeleton. And Noctua's last journal entry. She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominous, I'm truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do. It's going to be difficult.
You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door, and Crucios etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominous has the most experience with this. He should cast it. You seem to be in Ominous's favor. Will you ask him about this?
He does seem a bit cross with you. I'll speak with him.
Good. Work your magic, so to speak. Wish we had some liquid luck.
All of this could have been avoided.
Ominous. I hadn't imagined we'd end up trapped like this.
Salazar Slytherin did. He's to blame for many unimaginable things. I overheard you and Sebastian, and I won't do it. The Cruciatus curse is pure torture. I would know.
Sebastian told me a little of what happened when you were young. Sounds as if you had no choice.
Should have known he would have told you. And one always has a choice. I'm as guilty as the worst of my family. Unforgivable curses won't work unless you really mean them. I had to want to cause pain, and for that I shall never forgive myself. That spells the reason I have no family left. You and Sebastian will need to sort out another solution. If you cast Crucio, you will regret it forever.
What do we do now? Ominous is not going to cast the Cruciatus curse again.
Ridiculous. As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, You didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio.
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominous knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Noctua Gaunt's footsteps. I think I can cast it if I have to.
I want to learn the curse, but I won't cast it on you. You need to cast it on me.
I shan't forget this.
Alright, so space, click, space, F, click.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Crucio! Are you all right?
That pain, it was excruciating. But I'll survive. Let's keep moving.
We made it. We found Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium.
I can't believe we're here.
Sebastian, Ominous. There's a book just here.
You found something?
You two go ahead. Let me know what's in it. I'll wander around a bit.
May I have a look?
So to drink an unknown liquid from a cup in a hidden room.
What do you think?
Looks like a spellbook of some kind. This is incredible. A Hogwarts founder's possession. What an honor. Still can't believe Ominous never told me about his aunt and what she found.
What will you do with Slytherin's spellbook?
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professors as parents ingrained that habit early on. But I can do that later. For now, I say we explore this room. It's breathtaking.
Revelio!
I don't want to leave, but I owe you. Both of you. Without both of you, we'd never have made it this far.
We were lucky. We could have died. We must swear never to do this again.
Ominous. About your aunt.
Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before. We swear, right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominous.
I suppose after all this, I am grateful to know what happened to her. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, we have to look at that. And we have to look at that. Alright, so we need to get to level 19 before we can meet with Poppy. Alright. There's a snowman.
Hello, Adelaide. I received your owl.
Thank you for coming. You see, my Uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
Has your uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot, insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
I'm not at work because I work second shift.
I take it you and your uncle are close.
We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when I was 5. Uncle Roland's looked after me for as long as I can remember. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide. Oh, Uncle Roland, what have you got yourself into?
Alright, where do we have to go? Out and about, it looks like. Oh, I'm on second shift now. It works better time-wise for me, but it didn't solve the one problem I wanted resolved.
No.
It is what it is.
You can't keep your eyes off a pretty lass, you can't. Quit a flick of a frock and you fall to pieces.
Oh.
It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near Cragcroft.
I've heard...
Alright, let's see. I think we should be able to finish this before I have to go and get ready to go to work.
Could this be Mr. Oakes' campsite? Renrock's loyalists, just ahead. Should I take them by force or be discreet?
Another human?
So 1, 2, 3,
There's a hole in my pocket.
4. That I can see, it looks like.
Hello?
Before you were born.
I'll snap that one. And your neck. That was meant for me.
Come on.
Confringo! You can't stop us. Was that your bet?
Reparo.
Oh, that's not what I like. Ouch.
Now to find out what happened here. Mr. Oakes' trade journal.
Let's see.
Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume we're here.
Revelio. Confringo.
This looks intriguing.
It. Okay, let's see. here.
I shan't be having none of your nonsense. Do me like that again and you'll soon find yourself...
A rock formation. That's the first landmark on this map. Now to find the crooked tree.
Someone messing about. Levioso! How's the view?
Merlin
Could it
trial.
be a Merlin trial? Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Oh.
Reparo. Revelio. Reparo.
Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
Okay. Crooked tree.
A crooked tree, just as the map said.
Where?
The crumbling tower shouldn't be far from here.
Well, most stores in Hogsmeade know me by sight. Unfortunately.
Map again. Keep following the river and then we cross the river over the river. Okay.
And the crumbling tower. The spot on the map should be directly south of here.
Revelio.
Don't know where the others are. So we'll leave that for another time.
You ought to cut back on pudding. Mistook you for a soldier.
Goblins will finally... What's that?
What do we have here? I don't like the looks of that encampment.
Hang with nothing. Up for a minute dying, are we?
Protego!
I may have more luck higher up in the keep.
Don't see myself doing this sort of thing forever, though.
This is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me.
Hit it! Good. But I'm better. Nice try.
Protego!
Find a way in.
This castle's hiding all sorts of secrets.
Oh, we're getting close.
What will we find in here?
Punishment to us all to have that miserable human around.
No!
You only have Ranrock to blame.
It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on.
Who's that? What?
Confringo!
Define!
You won't get us.
Confringo! Protego! Confringo!
We got over here.
A boiler door. How to open it? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
I need to find Mr. Oakes' wand. Where could it be?
Said boiler door.
Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Didn't work.
Confringo. Revelio.
That. Oh, there it is.
This must be Mr. Oakes' wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free.
All right.
Pass me my wand. I can't get out of this damn cell without it. It's my last hope. Please. My wand. Oh, thank Merlin. Thank
You did it! Oh, you found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblins stole every Knut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
Hey, what did he overhear?
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizardkind, sees us all as cruel.
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.
Okay, we did that. Oh, I can't open the map until I get outside. We don't have time to further explore. We'll come back. I want to get someplace relatively safe to save. Go. Not what I want. Back to our common room.